friends, Lee Brown with One Community Real Estate here. And yes, I'm wearing the same shirt as in the video about how to price your house. And the question I immediately had from the background was, so you talk about all these adjustments when I'm pricing my house. What adjustments are going to bring a return when the time comes to sell? Now, I'm going to tell you one little mushy piece that you may not know about, and that's to go ahead and do an upgrade that you will use and enjoy. Because friends, sometimes we focus too much on the dollars and not enough on the fact that houses are not just an investment, they're an emotional being, honestly, where you spend all your time, where your kids get off the bus and mama has her last Thanksgiving dinner. So here are the upgrades you'll want to invest in. The first one is go on and fence the yard if your neighborhood allows it and if you have an ability, because buyers love a fenced yard. The next one to think about are bathroom upgrades, and these can be super affordable. Do the light fixture. Please do not keep that row of bulbs that looks like the old movie star bathroom that will melt your face off. Put in something with some sconces that will direct the light and frankly soften for those of us that need a little softer light. You can also update the faucet in your bathroom. Buyers do like the two faucets, not the crystal ball. That's not our friend. And if your sink is shaped like a seashell, let that be a Myrtle Beach thing and not wherever you live. That's a quick way to update your bathroom, just lighting and fixtures. And in fact, you can get a whole vanity at many of our home improvement places for just about nothing. And you can install it yourself if you're halfway handy. If you're not handy, please call a pro. Another place to spend money in your house where you'll get it back is the kitchen. Now, this is trickier because you're going to be tempted to overspend, but you do want to have updated appliances. And spoiler alert, buyers like matching appliances. So don't have a bisque refrigerator with a black stove and a white microwave. Get a stainless steel package, a black package, or whatever it is, get a package deal. Smooth top, if you've got electric, is preferable to the burners, but it all depends on your price point, which is why when you're doing this stuff, go ahead and call your realtor. We love to tell you what buyers are telling us in the market, and every market isn't always going to be so hot that buyers will accept anything, so plan accordingly. Now, if you're in an area that has natural gas, think about those burners. That's for a real cook. And some of y'all don't need the gas, but if you're in a market where buyers do cook, consider the needs of the future buyer. Now, what about countertops? If you have laminate countertops, also known as Formica, hey, extra credit if it's got the gold flecks. Buyers prefer solid surface, and granite is beautiful, but it's porous. So maybe you want to upgrade to quartz if you cook a lot of raw chicken. See, I, for example, cook raw chicken. I do not want to have a non-porous countertop, so I have quartz, which is also a place you can set down a hot pan without putting a mark on it. But cost is going to come into play here. So you start to weigh out what you're going to use and enjoy versus what it's going to cost from a supplier, and then balancing what buyers are looking for in your marketplace. A great example of why you want to talk to your realtor is concrete countertops. They were popular for approximately 45 seconds, and then they were just as quickly gone. So if you invested in that and then wanted to sell a couple of years later, your realtor is going to have to lovingly tell you that you've got to do granite or quartz. And that's the same thing we got to consider for laminate countertops and corian. They were popular several years ago when granite was a luxury item. Granite is now a commodity item. We're going to help you balance all those things out, but you want to think about the counters and the appliances in the kitchen. The cabinets, whole different discussion. Sometimes you can paint them depending on the wood. Sometimes they've got that laminate exterior that will peel off and you've got to look at replacement. Your realtor's probably got a contact to help you figure out the appropriate pricing on that. Spoiler alert, soft close drawers, big deal. Everybody loves them. Pasta spigot, I want one in my kitchen, but it is not worth spending the money on if you're looking to upgrade it. Flooring, carpet works in bedrooms, works in living rooms sometimes. Hard floors are preferable, but which hard floors? Pergo versus laminate versus real hardwoods. It really boils down to your zip code and your price point, and that's why you call your realtor. So I know I'm telling you to call your realtor, but here's the skinny, y'all. Houses are very personalized investment items, and every zip code has different preferences, and that's why you want a human and not a machine to help you make great choices, because we're realtors, we're your neighbors too, and we really want you to be happy in that property. So for more information, make sure you hit subscribe, give us 5 stars, and put in the comments if you need more specific information, because I, Lee Brown, will hereby commit to bringing you more videos with more answers. I will see you next time.